At this moment in hockey history, the Nashville Predators currently find themselves in 4th place in the Central Division after 70 games skated. That's right, already 70 games done this season. They have a record of 41-25-4. They are 7 points behind an automatic qualifying spot for 3rd place in the Central Division. They are 7 points from 1st place in the Central Division. They are 9 points clear of the nearest team in the Central behind them in the St. Louis Blues, and they hold a 9-point lead in the wild card race right now. So the Nashville Predators find themselves in a unique position with 12 games to go in the season on home ice, which is where the Preds' next game will take place. They have a record of 19-15-1. The Preds have now scored 230 goals in the season while giving up 206. That's a goal differential of plus 24, and the best that number has been all season long. Now listen, I made a bunch of references to the standings, but let me give you the full updated standings now for the Central and, of course, for the wild card. The Winnipeg Jets currently occupy 1st place with 93 points, but the Colorado Avalanche occupy 2nd place with 93 points, and the Dallas Stars occupy 3rd place with 93 points. These 3 teams are going to continue weaving until the final minutes of the season when someone will win the Central, and then a 2-3 matchup is going to be set for one of these really good teams to be ousted in the first round without a doubt. So the 3 teams with 93 points continue fighting out at the top of the division, but the Nashville Predators right there in their rearview mirror, just 7 points back and not slowing up at all. The Preds at 86 points are in 4th place, 77 points for St. Louis in 5th place, 9 points behind Nashville. Then Minnesota in 6th place is 10 points behind the Preds with 76 points. And the Arizona Coyotes are just awaiting their little E now. 61 points, not officially eliminated yet, but they are out of it. 43 points for the Blackhawks. They have their little E. They are done for the season. When it comes to the wild card race, the Nashville Predators are in the wild card 1 position, 86 points. That right now, at this moment in time, would mean a first-round series, best of 7 with the Winnipeg Jets. Fascinating. The Vegas Golden Knights are wild card 2 with 81 points. So Vegas is 5 points behind the Predators. The teams on the outside looking in, St. Louis is the first of those. They're at 77 points. Minnesota's at 76. So again, 9 and 10 points behind. The Predators are the Blues and the Wild. They are 4 points behind Vegas and 5 points behind Vegas for the final wild card spot. That's got you updated on the standings. Let's talk about the Predators' week ahead after the Predators wrap up this one game against the Detroit Red Wings. Remember to make note of that special time on Saturday at Bridgestone Arena. Tuesday, they'll be home to face off against Vegas. Thursday at Arizona. Saturday at Colorado on the 2nd of April. That's right, we're already to April. Versus the Boston Bruins at Bridgestone Arena on the 4th of April versus the St. Louis Blues at Bridgestone Arena. Now, it's the Detroit Red Wings, and they are in Nashville, and that always brings out a big crowd. It'll be the second of 2 regular season meetings between these former Central Division rivals, now interconference rivals. It was back on December the 29th when the Preds made their one stop in Detroit this year, falling in overtime. 5-4, UC Saros took the loss, going 18 out of 23. Philip Forsberg had 2 goals and assists for 3 points. Nyquist also had 2 goals and assists for 3 points. Lyon got the victory for the Wings, 33 out of 37. Waltman did the damage with 2 goals and an assist for 3 points. Raymond, Larkin, DeBrink had also chipped in, and those 3 names always typically play quite well against the Nashville Predators. Injuries affecting the Predators team at this moment in time, all of the defensive side of things. Fabro, Stastny, Luton, all listed as week to week, not knowing exactly what the time frame is. Week to week is all that we've been given. Now let's talk about the Nashville Predators' next opponent, the Detroit Red Wings. 36-28-6 on the season. That's 78 points, is 5th overall in the Atlantic Division. 15-17-1 on the road. 242 goals for, 235 against. It's a +7 goal differential. But here's where it gets really interesting for the Detroit Red Wings and why the Nashville Predators have to be careful, because the Wings are coming in hot and hungry. Tampa Bay is the wild card 1 leader in the Eastern Conference with 82 points. The Detroit Red Wings are in the wild card 2 position with 78 points. Washington 3 points behind them, and the New York Islanders, the next team back, 5 points behind. So at this moment, the Detroit Red Wings are in the 2nd wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. The Nashville Predators are in the 1st wild card spot in the Western Conference. So 2 playoff qualified wild card teams at this moment in time facing off at Bridgestone Arena. The wild card for Detroit is much more in question, so they are certainly going to be fighting for every single point that they can possibly get. So something to keep in mind going into this matchup. There is quite a bit on the line for the Detroit Red Wings. They are trying to protect their playoff spot, just like the Nashville Predators. Their most recent stretch of 5, let's go back and talk about it. On the 14th of March, it was a 4-1 loss to the Arizona Coyotes, followed up on on the 16th of March with a 4-1 win versus the Buffalo Sabres on the 17th, a 6-3 loss at the Pittsburgh Penguins on the 19th, a 4-3 overtime win versus the Columbus Blue Jackets, most recently a 6-3 win versus New York Islanders on the 21st of March. Reimer picks up the victory in net, 33 out of 36 in that game. When it comes to the NHL rankings in this matchup, let's talk about the numbers. We go through 6 major statistical metrics. We always start with goals for. The Predators are 3.26, are 12th overall in the NHL, and they have moved up quite a bit in recent weeks. Goals for Detroit, impressive number right here, 3.43 per game, is 7th best overall in the National Hockey League. In the goals against category, the Preds giving up 2.94 per game is 10th best overall in the NHL, while Detroit gives up 3.36 per game, that's 25th. Shots for, Preds 11th rated, 31.6 per game. Detroit 24th rated, 28.6 per game. When it comes to the shots against category, the Predators are 18th rated in the NHL, giving up 30.2 per game, while the Wings give up 32.5 per game. That's 27th rated in the NHL. When it comes to the special team situation, the Wings have the better power play rating at number 11 overall in the NHL, converting at 23.1% or 56 out of 243 opportunities. The Predators converting at 20.1% are 19th in the NHL, 47 out of 234 opportunities. When it comes to the penalty kill unit, it is again the Wings ahead in this particular metric. 80.1% is their kill rate, 15th best in the NHL, right in the middle of the pack. 43 power play goals against the Nashville Predators have a kill rate of 76.7%. That's 23rd overall in the NHL. 49 power play goals against. Every team in the NHL has plenty of high-skilled individuals, but we always like to talk about the top 5 leading individual scorers for each particular team. Let's start with the updated statistics on the Nashville Predators side of the ledger, the home team. Philip Forsberg continues to lead the team in goals scored now with 38 and assists 39 and total points 77. So leads in goals and leads in total points. Roman Josi second on the team with 18 goals, 53 assists for 71 points. So 53 assists leads the tops in that category. Nyquist is at 19 goals and 43 assists, 62 points on the season. O'Reilly 24 and 34 for 58. And Tommy Novak 15 goals, 24 assists for 39 points on the season. Over on the other side of the ledger for the Wings, Raymond at 24 goals and 36 assists for 60 points. DeBrincat always dangerous against the Nashville Predators, has already scored against him this season. So has Raymond. So has Larkin. 23 goals for DeBrincat, 34 assists, 57 total points. Larkin's 28 goals, 20 assists for 56 points. Gostisbehere 10 and 37 for 47. Sprong is a dangerous player against his Predators team. He was quite good against them when he was in Seattle, and he's also done well against them in Detroit. 17 goals, 23 assists for 40 points on the season. Anticipated goaltending matchup has Lyon for the Detroit Red Wings at 18, 15, and 2 and 903 save percentage and a 3.10 goals against average, also with 2 shutouts on the season, versus UC Saros 30, 21, and 4, a 908 save percentage, a 2.78 goals against average, 2 shutouts on the season. That's going to do it for getting you all set up for the Nashville Predators Saturday afternoon affair against the Detroit Red Wings. They'll close out the 2-game regular season series and look to continue their point scoring streak against another wild card team, this time from the Eastern Conference. That's going to do it for the preview. Let's get back to the recap. It's the Reverse Sports Full Game Recap, and it's coming up next right here on the Renegades of Puck Podcast.